Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Storied Church podcast. My name is Jason, and I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen. If you're new and this is your first time here with us, I really hope you find your time with us meaningful. We would love to meet you and get to know you, and you can find a couple of ways to do that on our website at storiedchurch.org at storied, STORIED, church.org, or you can find us on social media, and we would love for you to follow us on Instagram and or Facebook at Storied Church. We hope that our sermons and our ruminations are thoughtful and meaningful reflections that help us take our next steps together on our journey. Enjoy. So in leading up to our 5-year celebration, each week we're carving out space, a part of our worship gathering, to hear stories of people from Storied Church. And I thought it only seems proper and right to hear a little bit about Piper before she goes. And so Piper is a record breaker. You can come up here. Yeah, this is your seat. Piper is a record breaker, and
it's okay. I'm on the track and field team at Elon, if you don't know already. I'm a sprinter, so I run the 400 and the 200. The 400 is a full lap around the track, and the 200 is half a lap, if that can process in your head. I know a lot of people don't always know about track-related stuff, so normally I have to break it down a little just so people can understand a little more before you watch a video. But like Jason said, I've got a lot of school records at Elon, which I'm very happy to say that I have. I have gotten a lot, but the one that I've been working towards the longest is the one that I broke yesterday. So that's the video that you guys are going to watch on the screen. It's the 400, so it's a lap. You can't see me the whole time because my mom is yelling crazy, and she's trying to watch me and record at the same time. And, you know, you'll see, but it was a very rewarding race because it was at Elon University where I train every day, because it was rewarding because we don't always have meets there. We normally have to travel to go to meets, so being here at my last meet ever for Elon was very special, and I saw my family and my friends and my teammates in the crowd, and it was a really nice way to end my season. So now you guys can enjoy it with me on the screen. So yeah, I'm wearing a red jersey, but I'm in lane. It doesn't really help, but I'm in lane 6.
Oh, can't stand there.
You're not going to really be able to see to the end.
Come on.
Right there. Right there.
Come on.
Second one back.
This is where you lose it.
Yeah, this is when my mom gets too excited.
Come on, you got this. Watch for the end.
Yeah, watch for the end.
My mom is too excited.
Was that strategy?
No, it was all, it was motivation hearing the crowd on the last home stretch. Yeah, that's the most, I don't know who I told earlier, but I told someone earlier, I already forget. That's the most motivated I've ever been in a race. So it was literally just being at Elon, seeing all my friends, and hearing the crowd. Normally I blank while I'm running and I don't hear anything. Like, I don't even hear my coach. Like, it just goes silent. But yesterday, I was on the last home stretch, the straight part, and I literally heard everyone. It was so loud. I was like, oh my God, I gotta win. And I've gotten, in this race at championships, I've gotten second 4 times. So I was like, I need to win at Elon. Like, I need to do it. So it was the perfect opportunity. Yes, and I got first place, and I have a medal. And I broke a school record that was standing for 10 years.
Wow. Good job.
So
I wanted to ask you what about Storied Church community. What were your first? Segue. What were your first impressions of the Storied Church community as you came to be our child care staff?
So I started last October 2022. And my first impressions were, I came with my mom actually to a service just to check it out before I took the job opportunity. I just wanted to see what it was like, and I really liked it. I don't really remember what you spoke about, but I know that it resonated with me.
Most people.
I don't remember what it was, but I know that it resonated with me and whatever I was going through at the time in my life. And what you said, and then I talked to Kia and Tim and Dawn, if you guys know them. I talked to them. I saw Laurel and Isaac. I mean, they didn't really talk to me yet, but they were eyeing me down a little bit here and there. But I really liked what you had to say. I don't remember. Sorry, I apologize. But I liked what you had to say at the church. I liked how it was a smaller group because it was something I was not used to in a church environment. It's close-knit and intimate almost, especially at the older location. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I think that's kind of what made it unique and special to be here. Once I had that opportunity, I was I think this would be good for me. It'll give me experience, give me a community outside of Elon, all the good stuff. So, after that, the first day I was I'm gonna do this. This sounds like a good idea.
So as you've been, and you get paid, yes.
And I get paid. A win. That's another win.
What aspects, as you kind of reflect on your 2 years of this community, has resonated with you the most?
I think just having a community of people outside of Elon. I think at school I'm just surrounded by a lot of people the same age as me, especially girls, and it's I don't really have a lot of older people and younger people around me, so I think this gives me a home away from home with family figures almost. It gives me a place to step outside of Elon and just connect with people that don't know anything about my life at Elon. I don't know. It just gives me some separation, and I think that's really important to have as a college student because you're not close to home. At least I'm not. I'm 5 hours away. So I think just the people and the relationships that I've built with the kids, but also parents and everyone else. So, yeah.
As you reflect on your journey with Storied Church and what led you here, what are you most grateful for as you look back?
I'm really grateful for the relationships and being able to come here every Sunday and know that I have people that care about me and all the love I get from the kids. And also I've made lots of connections with other educators. I'm an education major at Elon. I made a lot of connections with other educators or prior educators, so I think that that's just good to have those connections and just networking, and then also just the opportunity that I've gotten to do lesson planning and working with kids outside of a classroom environment, because that's all I do with student teaching and stuff. So. And I only work with pre-K and kindergarten, so this group gives me a wider variety of ages and ability levels and stuff, so it just gives me a lot to use in my future with my career path.
Coming from this wasn't on the question, so sorry.
Put me on the spot.
Coming from someone who substituted for I think a third grade class one time, and I sent 3 kids to the office, and kids were crying.
Oh, you substituted?
Yes.
Oh.
Never again for elementary classes. Just middle school and high school. There has to be some kind of calling or gift. Where do you think that comes from? That desire to teach young kids?
I think we've actually talked about this before, but I come from a really big family. On my mom's side, I have 17 cousins. I know, that's kind of different, right? And then on my dad's side, I have 5? I can't remember. But regardless, I came from a big family, and I was always, on my mom's side at least, I'm one of the oldest, so when we would do family get-togethers and stuff, I was always on the older side, so I'm like, Carly, like, I'll watch out for you. And, like, it's okay, Mom. Like, I'll watch the younger kids. So I feel like that was, like, a leadership role that I had from a young age. And also I lived in a neighborhood in Maryland. I'm from Bethesda, Maryland, if anyone, whatever. But I lived in a really family-friendly neighborhood as well. So, like, I was always just, like, the older kid, like, looking out for the younger kids. And I loved being a patrol for 5th grade. That was a really big deal for me. So I've always been, like, really enjoyed having the leadership role and, like, watching out for the kids younger than me. And then in high school, I took a child development class just because I didn't know what else to take. And I was like, oh, I like kids, why not? And then I started, like, loving it. I would look forward to every single day I had that class and, like, seeing the kids. And I was like, everybody else in this class is not as excited as I am. Like, maybe this is something that I should, like, look into. Like, I really like kids. Like, everybody else is just, like, here to just get through the class, but I was, like, really into the kids and getting to know the kids and, like, giving them a positive experience and environment. So I was like, yeah, I should do this in my career. So that's when I chose early childhood education for my bachelor's degree, and then I just stuck with it all through college, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So, and then, of course, this being here has given me even more experience on top of the other opportunities I've had. So, yeah, thank you guys for helping me out.
My last question is what's your next steps? Like, you're going to school after this. What does the future look like for Piper?
So I am getting my bachelor's in early childhood education at Elon, and I'll graduate on May 24th. And then after that, I will go to Towson University, which is in Maryland. And Luis actually worked in administration, undergrad administration, correct? So that's a cool little connection I have. But she worked there. I'm going there to get my master's in reading education. So it's still similar career path, but this will give me more, like, job opportunity, wider horizons of jobs, and I can be a reading specialist, which is, like, an interest of mine. So that is a 2-year program, and with track, I have 1 season of eligibility from when COVID happened, because I missed a year to compete. So while I'm at Towson, I'll be working towards my master's, but I'll also run for 1 season, and I got a scholarship from Towson, so it works out because I can do 2 things that I love. Yay! So yeah, that's good, and I'll be in Maryland. Towson's in Maryland, and my sister lives in Baltimore, so that's close by, and my brother, who's graduating high school, he's going to University of Maryland, so we will all be, like, around each other, which is a really important thing for me too, just being near them. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
Yay! Well, we have some more words for you later on in our gathering.
Sorry if I talk too much.
And we're going to put you to work for the next 30 minutes for your last official Sunday with us. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Piper.
Thank you.
You can give that mic to Kenny. Again, we want to thank you for listening today to the Storied Church podcast. We really hope that we get to meet you soon. And again, you can visit us at storiedumc.org, or you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We hope that you have a wonderful week. Hi, everyone. It's Jason again. And before you go today, I just wanted to take one moment of your time. Maybe you are a regular attender at Storied Church, or somebody that has found our podcast and you're just listening and you find it valuable. I just want to ask a huge favor. Our church is located in North Carolina, Alamance County, and we are one of the only open and affirming, reconciling, progressive, whatever word you want to label on that church here in Alamance County. And so we're just a really important voice of hope in this place. Every organization, including ours, takes funding, and the church has changed, and so we're trying to be creative in our funding. But I know it's a different ask, that especially if you don't live here in North Carolina. But if you would support us or consider supporting us with a one-time gift or even a monthly gift, it would mean the world. And thank you so much for even considering. You can give by going to storiedchurch.org/give. I hope you do. We would love your partnership and your friendship. Thanks again.